these 11 chapters of Genesis are not dated. This is pre-chronology. This is why I refer to it and keep referring to it as mytho-history. It's absolutely true in terms of what it's teaching us, but we can't label it on the calendar in the way that we can from Abraham going forwards. It's teaching us something different, and we need to be really conscious of that. I understand that there are Christians who hold a very high view regarding young earth creationism, that the earth is only 6,000 years old and all the rest of it. And they do that from tracking back the genealogies in the Bible, etc., etc. And if they want to hold that view, that's absolutely fine. My view is that the first 11 chapters of Genesis are not there to set about telling us a chronology of timeline, in so much as they are there to set about showing a pattern that God operates in and a pattern that he will operate in the future.
I just have one question about the whole text here. The way to explain it is probably just to do something random. The car went faster than the speed of light. We're so poor we don't have 2 cents to rub together. They ran like greased lightning. He's older than the hills. I'll die if she asks me to dance. Hyperbole. Is there the possibility of hyperbole here, or is that something that's a no-no?
There's the possibility of all of that. Bearing in mind, the writer of this book wasn't there.
Yes. Well, Moses wouldn't have been.
Correct. So Moses wasn't there. Was Moses drawing on ancient documents that had been handed down to him and that he'd come into possession of, maybe from his time in Egypt as one of the young princes of Egypt, having been adopted into that family? Possibly. Or was this all revealed to him by God in a way which he then has to capture in order to present the narrative to people in a way that they can understand? In Exodus, Moses says to God, I want to see your face. And God says, you hide in the cleft of the rock and I'll cover you. And so he walks past Moses and he shows him his back. I have a sneaky suspicion, and I've not worked on this enough to actually develop anything clearer other than these sort of throwaway comments here, is that by showing the back of God, you are actually showing the past. And so what Moses was seeing in that moment was the past. He was showing everything that came to be. And that Moses was getting all of this imagery inspired by the Holy Spirit. Is there hyperbole in it? Yeah, there may well be. Is there metaphor in it? Yep, there may well be. But did it happen? Yeah, it happened. There was this event. Was it in the way that we picture it today? Perhaps not, because I don't know that that is the intent of the book for this part of Genesis. The intent of the book is to show that in the midst of all of the chaos of the world, there is a God who will intervene, who will rescue, who will bring new beginnings, who is a deliverer, not a destroyer.